Excited about Airsoft? Hit the like button and comment to join other Airsofters in the conversation. What's up, Airsofters? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Using a shotgun for Airsoft is one of the most exciting, unique, challenging, and fun ways to play Airsoft. The limited ammo, slower rate of fire, and completely different manual of arms is just what sets shotguns apart from just about every other platform. If you haven't tried it yet, then you really need to pick up a shotgun and try it out. It is worth saying, though, that a traditional pump-action shotgun in Airsoft is at a bit of a disadvantage because of those traits. Enter the great equalizer. A shotgun, yes. Fully automatic, extra yes, with a healthy dose of 3 barrels and individually tuned hop-ups. Airsofters, I present the all-new EMG SGR-12 3-round automatic electric shotgun. Now, despite being a shotgun, the layout of the SGR-12 feels very similar to a modern rifle. At the front, we've got an aluminum handguard, which has provisions for both Picatinny and M-LOK attachments. Similar in a way to a SCAR, the SGR-12's handguard is actually one piece with the upper receiver, making for very sturdy construction. Picatinny on the top lets you attach just about any optic you so desire, and there's just enough rail space at the front for some backup irons like the ones included in the box, or maybe a flashlight or PEQ box, although there's M-LOK space for those here as well. The lower receiver and stock assembly are constructed of high-strength, heavy-duty polymer. This helps lessen the weight and also save your face from pressing up against something very hot or cold, being a metal surface. The stock is also where the battery compartment is located. The battery compartment is thankfully quite easy to access. It's behind the stock pad here. There's a button at the bottom that you'll press and slide the stock slightly upwards and then removing it off the back. As you can see, I've got an 11.1 volt lithium battery inside. The SGR-12 is wired to Dean's, but really the compartment is just about the perfect size for a 1000 milliamp stick and nothing larger. The controls are very easy to understand. You've got a single-sided 45-degree selector which moves from safe through semi to fully automatic, where you'll want to be spending most of your time. And a magazine release that can be actuated with either the trigger finger or the thumb of your support hand. If you like AR-style pistol grips, you're in luck. The one on here is a fairly standard type of ergonomic grip, which you can replace with just about any other AR style of motor grip you see fit. This one is nice enough, and you don't need to go out and immediately change it. It's comfortable, although in a CQB setting you might want to look for something slightly more vertical, but out of the box this one's great. As far as magazines are concerned, this model is compatible with Tokyo Marui's AA-12 magazines, including the drum magazine. So you won't need to worry about reloading after just 30 shots. And you're going to be doing a lot of firing, so the drum mag is an excellent choice. Now, I say 30 shots knowing that the magazine that comes included is a 93 round mag. And that's because you get 3 BBs for every trigger pull while on semi, or, 30 shots on full auto. In fact, there are 3 inner barrels inside this thing, and as you might have guessed, each barrel has its own hop-up, meaning that you can tune the spread of the BBs for that perfect grouping. To access the adjustable hop-up unit, there's a charging handle on the left side, and it folds conveniently out of the way. Pulling back on that charging handle reveals the triple hop-up assembly. There is no spring-loaded release for the handle and mock bolt, you just kind of push it back into position when you're finished. One note about the front end, and in particular the barrels. The 3 inner barrels are surrounded by one singular large diameter outer barrel, which is great. However, because of its diameter, it isn't terminated in 14mm negative threads. So if you'd like to run a tracer, you can't run a standard one. You'll want to pick up one of these babies from PCU, along with an AA12 SGR-12 adapter. Now, it is worth mentioning that this thing isn't exactly lightweight or easy to carry. It weighs about as much as an LMG. And it's pretty bulky, so keep that in mind. The trade-off being, it's got 3 barrels and full auto shotgun goodness. Now, because of those things, we would certainly recommend slinging this bad boy, and there are several provisions for slings baked into the design. You've got a reversible sling loop at the front, 4 sling loop points where the stock meets the receiver, and one note about the front one is that reversibility is really easy to access via a screw at the very top. So that just about covers what's going on externally. But I'm sure you're wondering how this thing stacks up out at the range. Our FPS test showed an average of just about 300 feet per second and about 7 rounds per second on full auto in the SGR-12. Our tests were performed using our 0.20 gram BBs and a Matrix 1000 milliamp 11.1 volt LiPo battery, which is really all we could get to fit in the battery compartment. In our distance and accuracy test, the EMG SGR-12 was able to land some shots on our 6-inch plate, but it did place a nice tight grouping on our Evike Professional silhouette target at 50 feet. Out at the 100-foot mark, the 6-inch steel plate was a bit too small for the 3-round grouping of the SGR-12, but we were still able to land a few hits on the body-sized silhouette target. As you can see, this wasn't the most accurate or effective platform at distances beyond 50 feet or so. But you gotta remember, this is a shotgun. It's really going to come into its own in a CQC environment where you need fire superiority and the ability to engage multiple targets in rapid succession. So while you won't be sniping anyone from a bush, you'll certainly be able to clear a room or cover a hallway with extreme effectiveness. Did I mention this thing has 3 barrels? Pop quiz. 1 airsofter plus 1 EMG SGR-12 plus 1 drum mag times 3 barrels at 7 shots every second. How long will it take you to win the game? Answer: you've already achieved airsoft victory because you are holding the pinnacle of airsoft automatic shotgun technology in your hands. You can find the EMG SGR-12 3-round automatic electric shotgun and everything else you need for your airsoft game needs right here at Evike.com. Thanks for watching. Want even more airsoft content? Hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification icon. Follow us on Instagram and join our Facebook for epic weekly giveaways.